This reading is for Aquarius for April from the 16th to the 30th. And I'm just going to put up the crystal ball there for a minute. If you want to pause the video, ask the question, and then see what you see here. The other day I did a reading for Nipsey Hussle, and I saw the letter S in here. I took a picture of it, but I didn't put it in the video. I wish I would have, because afterwards I realized he has letter S tattooed on his face and everything. So, you know, the universe, when you're doing readings, they have a way of expressing all kinds of things to us. So, this reading is, like I say, for Aquarius from the 16th to the 30th of April. And I'm using the deck by this lady. It's a very interesting deck. Some people find it hard to read because of, you know, the images on their faces are all the same, and it's so much females in the deck, but I love this deck. I find it very expressive, and I tend to use it at times when I feel there's a lot of feminine energy around a person. So for Aquarius, I feel a lot of feminine energy, and what I mean by feminine energy is nurturing, creativity, love, softness, intuition, hormone issues. Oh, and another thing that I meant to check was what the full moon energy is going to be. I'm going to cut it here, and I'm going to just go look at it and add it to the reading. Okay, so this month's full moon is on the 18th, the 19th, and the 20th. And it is a rather feminine full moon. It's in Libra, and Libras, they love peace. They love harmony. Anything in your life that needs to be balanced out is going to be balanced out on those days. So keep in mind the 18th, the 19th, and the 20th. Put your crystals out, charge them under the moonlight, and anything that you want to manifest in your life will be heightened during that time. I always say write it on a piece of paper and put it under the moonlight for those 3 days. Really set your intention strong and charge your crystals and pay attention to the energies of those 3 days. Work with those energies and try not to work against them, okay? So those energies of that full moon wants to bring harmony and balance, and anything that is out of balance in your life, you'll see upset in that area. So pay attention, you know. So Aquarius from the 16th to the 30th, your energy, what I first see for you is the Chariot. So you're wanting to speed ahead, you're wanting to charge forward. This first card represents to me your energy right around that time. So around the 15th, 16th, 17th Aquarius, you're going to want to charge ahead. There's always a little bit of a warning with this card, is because you're on wheels and you have to drive that donkey, or usually it's horses, but here we have a donkey. You have to kind of watch your energies. You kind of got to stay the middle road. One wrong move and that chariot is going to tip over, right? So you got to be skillful to drive that chariot. And it's also about the balance of yin and yang. And the chariot is somewhat the charioteer is known as the person that brings the knowledge, connects heaven and earth together. Okay, they bridge that gap. So you're flying out of the gate. There is a warning here, and there is also a spiritual theme here, but it is action on this earth, carrying yourself forward. Okay, so that's what you're going to be feeling like doing around the 16th, okay, the 17th, the 18th. That's what your energies are going to want to be doing. Now, in this position, this is the Knight of Pentacles. So again, another card of charging forward. Even though we don't see the horse, we already know from traditional tarot that these two cards both have horses in them. So this would be 3 horses, actually, if you were looking at the traditional images. So charging forward, energy, action, wanting to do things, wanting to achieve your goals, wanting to take steps. And it is a very good time to set financial goals or goals to do with physical manifestations of things in your life. What do you want? What do you want to have? This is things right here, right? So the things of life, the financial things of life, the abundances of life. So wanting to charge forward in career, in finance, in purchasing, if you're wanting to buy a house, you just charging forward in that area, Aquarius. Now we have the 3 of Wands here. And this person, you see, they're up in a tree, but I don't know how this card really represents the whole thing. But in traditional tarot, I guess I get it. In traditional tarot, it's as if you put some energy into your work, you put some energies in your passion, and you're waiting. Some steps have been taken, you've seen some progress, but you're waiting for additional progress. You're waiting for your ships to come in, even though this card really doesn't have a good representation, but I see it gives the representation of the fox following the roses up to her. So she's leaving a trail out. And in traditional tarot, it would be almost the same thing as if you've put some action out, you put some energy out. Maybe you put resumes out, because this is again to do with work, finance, your energies, your passion, charging forward in life. So with these 3 cards, I see a person that has put some energy, wants to continue to put energy out, is trying to get ahead, is wanting to get ahead, has plenty of energy, and has put energy into that. And for the rest of the month, wanting that to pan out, waiting to see how things will turn out, wanting to know how things, but not waiting to see, because this person is busy with the things of life. What's passing out of your life, and we see what's this. Who's that? That crown here, let me see, is a queen. So this is the Queen of Swords, and it's in the recent past. So in the recent past, you had to be firm. You had to make some decisions. You had to look after yourself. But that's kind of passing now. And I guess you had to make a plan. I don't know how her cutting into the cake, but she has a cake, she has some wisdom, she has some power, but that phase is passing now, okay? And what is coming for you? So this to me is the setup of everything. And this is kind of passing, but what is coming? So maybe you had to defend yourself, you had to be strong, you had to be independent, you had to be on your own. So maybe you're independent and on your own now, and putting a lot of energy into your future finances and career, okay? And how's it going to pan out for you? The 9 of Wands, and like in this picture, she has like a lizard over her head. She's doing her own thing, but the lizard is there. 9 of Wands is traditionally needing to fortify yourself. You've put some energy into things, you're getting a little worn out, you've done a lot of action, and now you need to fortify yourself. It's almost like recharging your battery for what's coming at you, In traditional tarot, it would be the 9 of Wands. It would be the wounded warrior who's fortifying himself. They're in between battles. So to me, it's in between energies, but you still need to be alert and get your batteries recharged. So maybe I'm going to say for the 16th, the 17th, the 18th, the 19th, even though you're wanting to charge forward and you're waiting to see how things pan out, I feel like you need to do like a reassessment, rest for a bit, take a look. She's like looking at a book, like look at your plans and what do you need to do now. Okay, reassessing your plans. It's not so much about taking action, but you're not being passive either, but you're not charging forward. What you're doing is resting a bit, healing, fortifying, recharging your batteries, preparing. You're in a preparation stage. So you've already done some preparation and you already put some things forth into the world, but here you have to go back home again and reassess and say, okay, what's my next plan of action? Okay, so that's around the 16th, the 17th, the 18th, the 19th, the 20th that you're reassessing. But then we move a little bit further and you're on the bunny rabbit right around Easter time. Instead of the horse, it's the bunny rabbit. And so it gives me the timeline of right around the Easter weekend. After the long weekend of Easter, you are again putting some energy out there. And here you're in a uniform. So you're kind of like you're suited up for something. So some of you've gotten what you've been seeking and you're kind of in a uniform doing some action. But this again is another horse. So this is all action, 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 action. So you're putting yourself out there. You're working. This is a work card and this is a money card, okay? And is it the Knight? Yes, this is the Knight. So I read the other one wrong. This would have been the Page up here, even though that's not a page's hat. I'm not sure. The Knights kind of look the same. But so that's a Knight and one is a Page. So this is more communication to do with money and your finances. And this is more the Knight to do with your finances. You're charging out of the gate after the Easter weekend. So what's that? Monday the 20th? I think Monday's Easter Monday. After that holiday, after your little break of reassessing things and getting your next plan of action into place, you've already put some action into work and maybe your own business, some of you, but this is all to do with work, and I feel like now you're making some money. After the Easter weekend, you've put some energy into maybe getting some clients, maybe getting a new job. For some of you, this could be schooling, writing up a resume, doing up a website, whatever. You're putting yourself into an enterprising position. You've put some energy into it, and after the Easter weekend, boom, you are going to make some money. You are charging forward, making money, and charging forward with actions to do with making money and career. Now the next card is your hopes and fears, and this is the 16, and this is in the position of hopes, what you hope, what you fear. So it shows me that you're a little bit fearful that like some disaster may happen, that things might not pan out the way you want, or maybe you're hoping that so much extreme action will take place from all the action that you're putting forth that's going to totally change your life around for the better. Okay? That's what the horseshoe is all about there. So with the next card, this is interesting. This is the Seven of Wands, and it shows me that you're dealing with a lot. You're really busy, okay? And sometimes that busyness gets the upper hand, right here. And, he has you in his lap and has the upper hand. But it tells me that just keep going, just keep going, just keep going, okay? You're going to be busy. So you reassess for a few days and make a new plan, but you're still busy and just in the planning. And then you're out the gate. And then you're up against a lot. There's a lot coming at you. You're busy, 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 busy. It's almost too much for you to handle, okay? And the next card is the 8 of Swords, which shows me that you almost feel trapped. It's interesting, the bunny. We're around Easter time, and this bunny keeps coming up. So it shows me that even though you're progressing out of the gate here with the bunny, now you're the bunny, you're holding a bunny and you're all curled up. So the bunny reproduced and your abundance is coming, but it's almost too much for you. It's almost as if you're overwhelmed with, okay, what do I do? I got so much to do now. And you go from being overly busy to having so much come at you all at once to feeling somewhat trapped, like, okay, what have I gotten myself into, okay? So we had these swords passing from your life, but now we have a moment of difficulty, like, okay, I've taken on too much. This is all too much for me, okay? But with this card, it's in a position of telling you that you are not trapped. You can handle this. All this busyness that's coming at you all at once. And then finally, the final outcome, where you're going to be from all this by the April 30th, is a love card. You're going to be loving your life. You're going to be abundant. You see all the apples there. And there's further decisions to make. So am I reading this as a lover's card, that all of a sudden a lover is coming into your life? This is not what I see from the rest of the lineup of cards. But for some of you, there could be that underlying theme of love and having some difficulties in love. It says hate me right here on a heart, and this girl's in like a kinky suit, I guess. So it could be the underlines of love that is going to pan out for some of you. But for most of you, I'm going to read it not as a lover's reading. But for you that it is a lover's reading, it pans out for you by the end of the month. But what I'm seeing, if I read it as the theme is you're really busy, you're putting energy into work and a lot of action into work and getting clients and getting a new job and doing a resume and coming up with a plan, what I see is by the 30th, the Lover's card. So you're very happy where you end up. But where you end up, there's also additional choices to make. So you're in a very happy place. You're in love. You feel passion for what you have achieved from the 16th to the 30th. You're very happy. There's abundance, but there's also additional choices to be made. Okay, some more serious choices come out of all of this energy. So Aquarius, this is going to be a very busy month for you. You achieve some abundance, you achieve some money, but these three positions are more positions of not what's coming for the future, but more it is what you have to deal with, and telling you that you don't need to be worried. There is nothing really blocking you, but it's not a prediction of the future. It's telling you might feel that at times, but really there really is nothing blocking you. And by the end of the month, you're in a very happy place. You achieve something that you wanted to achieve. But like I say, there is some further decisions to be made out of this. Okay, you guys, so that's just a brief sample of a reading. If you want an additional long reading or want any book of reading, you can, all the information is here somewhere. Please like, comment, subscribe. My channel has been really on lockdown. It's not been growing. I don't know what happened. YouTube will not let me know, but please like, comment, subscribe. Leave a message if there's anything that you would like to see me do a reading about. Please let me know. Once again, you can stare into this crystal ball and see if any, or you can ask the question and then pause the video and see what you see come out in this crystal ball. Or I might pause the video later and take a look and see if I saw any images that could be added to this video. Okay, so have a good one, everyone, and I hope this is helpful to your life. Oh, I almost forgot. There's one other thing I want to ask. I'm going to put these cards to the side. I always do. One more thing. The most important message that you need to hear, Aquarius, from the time of the 16th to the 30th, if you apply this message to your life, it will lead you to your best life. What is the most important message? That creative project. And yes, that was very much reflected in the card, especially the card, the Nine of Wands. Where is this one? Creative project. I see definitely some creativity, and we saw the wands here. So, and we saw all the horses. So there's definitely some creative project. Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways, regarding you to infuse artistry and creativity in your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive, excited, and reunites passion towards your life. And we saw the passion in the last card. So please keep this in mind, my Aquarius, is that right now you need to be doing creative stuff. Okay, and I see that everywhere in this reading, that you are doing a creative stuff, and you're waiting to see over the next half of the month how all that creative energy is going to pan out for you, but you hope it's going to bring some financial gain to your life. It is definitely going to be bringing happiness and passion to your life.